Courageously Living You. I'm Audra, and
I'm Sandy. Hello.
so today we're talking about making decisions and how important those are that you arrive at deciding. Because deciding makes a firm decision and a clear path to where you want to go. You have to make the decision and start walking in the direction.
Right.
And once you make the decision, you don't need to know the how. You just need to bring yourself knowing that I made the decision. Now
And I'm bringing myself to the how.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's super important, and I think we lose a lot of energy not deciding. I think we hem-haw, and then we're not really living the life we came to live, and our dream gets put on the side or put on the shelf for a minute because you're like looking outside yourself for answers versus deciding this is the direction I'm headed. And so I like to look up the meaning of decisions, right? And, you know, like some key words when they come up and you look them up, you know, in the dictionary basically and find the meaning, sometimes that expands your awareness too, right?
Yeah.
So like when I'm coaching, and I know when you're coaching, sometimes it's like, wait a second, let's just stop and look this up because it brings more clarity and it provides a map for the rest of the,
the subject matter. Right.
And so just use that little tip we have for you to make it clear, because we weren't necessarily all taught to decide. We were taught more of, let's see what everyone else thinks and then I'll decide.
Yeah.
Which we really want to encourage you to get away from, because that waters down your dream.
Yeah.
And if you want to live your dream, and the dream that's in your heart, which you know is in your heart already, which you've already been given, deciding is your best friend.
Yeah, because you have to decide to get to the next step.
Right.
Because the door doesn't open down there till the door opens here first, second, third, and then that's how you call in the energy that you're putting out for the rest of the decisions that you're going to make to build and create that dream. Because it's already sitting there for you, and you can actually feel the reality coming to you once you make that first decision, and then the second one, and you see another door, and the third one. It actually moves the universe toward you so that you recognize the people that you're talking to now and the doors that are opening are all about that creation of that dream that you have.
Yes.
So that's why all decisions are easy to make when we make them from our heart. If we don't know, we can just put ourselves in neutral for a few minutes and say, I don't know, but I'm getting back to you because this is a little bit tricky for me right now, but I'm going to see, excuse me, what's stopping me. And that's a good thing too. So if you're in neutral, is it a stop or a go? I have to ask myself that question. And as you know, we are phenomenal question askers. If you can say that fast. You know, if you have to ask the questions to get the information.
Yes.
And we have not been taught the freedom of raising our hand and saying, I have a question, or Sandy or Audra, what are you talking about there? I did not get it. Those are so important for all of us. Not only the people asking, but the people answering. That's important for us to do for you, and it builds us up too.
Yeah.
Because you define it for yourself plus 100 people.
Yeah,
That's how that works.
Right, because who's ever meant to see it shows up and they see it, and then they're like, oh, I had the same question, and then you're like, oh, great, we all got our answer, or ask another question. So it's always bringing the clarity. And what I have noticed is, like, when you decide, the clarity shows up, right? Because you need that
energy
behind you, so that, you know, the universe, God, spirit, whoever, you know, good vibes, whatever, can bring you
what you're looking for.
Yeah, and the next step. But you can never get to the next step if you're always like, well, I'm gonna look for just a sign and symbol. Well, first you have to decide, and the sign and symbol will come, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm going to give you a good illustration. All of you
Okay.
know, well, anyway, I had a near-death experience, and I'm not going to go into any of it except this one illustration because it is decision and energy and frequency.
Yes.
And I said, well, how do I know that I'm making a decision or where I'm going? And God said, well, I'll tell you one thing. When you're not making a decision, and he put it so cool. He said, if you can picture the trees out in a huge, what would we call that?
Forest.
Yep. And you're deciding and you're going one way and the other way and the other way, and I can't decide. Picture the trees with their arms crossed, their branches crossed. Because he says the universe is behind it, and it's up to our job to get together and allow the frequency and the vibration to get it to you. So when we cannot decide, that illustration of the trees cracked me up, like even the trees wait on us. Yes, it's the energy all around you. So if the trees have their branches crossed in your mind and you're just not deciding, picture how big that is.
Yeah. The other thing is if you're not deciding, right? You're in neutral, you're waiting. Those are, look that word up too. You're trying, you're hoping, you're praying.
You're working it out,
you're overworking, you're overdoing because you did not decide. Those are all signs and symbols to say, I haven't made the first decision. So now I'm all over the place in this place, like trying to fit this, trying to do this, trying. And it never works. Trying is useless. Either it's a yes or it's a no. That's real simple. Then you get the next step and the clarity. But if you're trying, the trees are still out there going, well, she's kind of trying, but
I still don't have your direction.
I still don't know what she's saying. So when you decide, then everyone gets the bulletin. Not only everyone everyone meaning universe and God, we're saying then you get the decision, then you know the next step, then it's up to you to go. And then you have the sign that says it's a heck yes, go, or pause, or you know what I mean? It makes it so much simpler.
Because we learn to listen to others around us.
Yes.
And that influence continuously butts against the decision.
Yeah.
So then you think, well, I'll wait. Or maybe this isn't the right time, or the feedback I'm getting. So when you have a decision you want to make, we suggest, we practice it all the time and tell everybody, sit in a chair and pause.
Yeah.
And not go to anybody else.
Yeah, that is like key. Because
it's
it's like taking
way.
It's like taking and planting a flower, and it's a new little flower. It's like adorable little plant, and you take 5 gallons of water and water it. Now you know you just overwatered that poor little flower, and there's nothing left to it. It's soaked. The dirt ran away. It's sitting in water. It's like drowning. It's like, and I believe like that's what we do when we overshare before we decide. We get the water poured over, and by then you're like, I don't even know what my decision is anymore.
Right.
I don't even know if I have to make a decision now.
Well, right, because society has taught us to wait on other people.
Right, and get the approval.
We're not blaming it, but
we're just showing you that's the way.
And communicate, and it's great. All that communication, we can't wait. But it is changing. The balance is changing. And when it's for you, it means you have to come up with your creativity. Whatever your issue is that you're talking about to yourself, you need to decide what fits you, like a pair of shoes.
Right, before you go and share it. And then you know, you come with a different energy when the decision already is made. So you're the little flower, you know you only need a little bit of water to grow, you know you need the sun, you know what you need to do. You know, you have it's that structure that once you make that decision, the structure is there. Then you can go and share from that place, and it's totally different or not.
Right.
So it's not good or bad. It's just what do you want, you know, and how solid it is when you make the decision on your own, and you feel more empowered.
Definitely. And if you need help, then you can go into that next step. Where do I go where I can trust somebody, or I need some help? Those are the things, but see, they're all coming from within you as a next step.
Yes.
That's what is so
cool.
That's
That's the critical part. Is like what's the next step for me, and you'll be sent that, right, because you made that decision.
Yep.
So that's really cool. And if you have questions about this, leave them below the video, and we'd love to answer more or clarify more, or whatever you didn't get. We'll make another video on this. Also, we're running a tiny challenge right now, and I'll leave the details below, where we're doing 5 days, half an hour each in a row, play a bigger inner game, and I'll leave those details down where we talk to you on the phone.
And it is complimentary.
Yes, it's complimentary for 5 days, playing a bigger inner game, so that you start showing up for you, and we walk you through it, and it's 5 days in a row, half an hour phone calls. So we'd love to get involved in that one and share all the goodness on how to play the inner game bigger. So that's it.
Yep.
So decide what you want and go for it. And if you need the help, reach out. If you're interested in the tiny challenge, just DM us and we'll get you signed up and going.
Okay.
Everyone have an amazing day.
Yes. Have your amazing day.